One more mystery solved. Let's go find another one.
Will no one help me?
Convenient.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance, and they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her, but I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her?
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing, gallivanting about with men half her age. Pah! She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Ah, talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
So this man's wife done went missing. And he suspects foul play.
Absolutely.
And the guards, I guess, are just like, nah, she probably just left you because you kind of suck, dude. And no one's taking him seriously. So, now it's up to us to go figure out what had happened.
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Not before he gave it a shake to see if there were coins inside.
I was worried they would fall out.
Gamlen.
Thanks, Uncle. Good looking out. I understand that you are to thank for the return of the lost Grey Warden letters. This deed did not go unnoticed. Please accept the enclosed reward and the Warden's blessings. Your discussion about this affair is appreciated. Anonymous. We helped the Wardens. Now they owe us something. Hopefully, we will never need to use such a favor. Grey Warden letters. Take the first boat from Amaranthine to Kirkwall, then proceed with all haste to Wysop Fortress. If the roads prove too perilous or blocked, our agent in Kirkwall can assist. Find a dead drop located in an alleyway near the Lowtown Foundries during the daylight hours. Protect the letters at all costs. Warden Commander of Ferelden. The limitations put upon my research have greatly hampered progress with just a few subjects. I could test certain critical hypotheses. However, information sent about the architect has proven invaluable to my efforts. I am pleased to report limited success, as the architect's surmise. Considerable untapped power exists within Grey Warden blood. When properly prepared, its effects can be remarkable. But my research has also revealed some alarming implications, which I've attached in the old Acanthan cipher. I urge you to send this to the First Warden at once. I will conduct further tests as long as I'm able. My documentation is very thorough. If time finally claims me, others may follow in my footsteps. Avernus. So, Warden Commander Adelia Kuslin putting in the work, sent off the information about the architect who she murdered as a reminder. She wasn't letting him get away. To Avernus, who's still alive and kicking, doing his research to try and end the taint. So, who knows what's going to come of that later on, but they're working on stuff. Maybe the Grey Wardens will be free.
So, Isabella, you captained a ship. That's a lot of men to handle, for you to command.
Well, aren't you just adorable, fumbling for a topic?
You say that like I'm harmless.
As harmless as a pup that will someday grow into its fangs and sink them deep.
Sure, keep teasing. I'll show you how much of a pup I am.
I know. That's why I do it.
As you can see, we've got Izzy with us now.
Welcome to the
Because
Hightown.
we're gonna go all and head to the Blooming Rose to investigate
Serendipity's working tonight.
Nanette's disappearance. Because apparently she liked to frequent there. So that's our first stop on this mystery. Ignore Thendril for now.
Be careful if you're going into the Rose. It's a favorite hangout of crime bosses and tax collectors.
Good to know. Thank you, Varric.
And here we are in the brothel. My day is complete.
The difference between a courtesan and a whore is... well, their shoes are nicer.
I don't think anyone's looking at their shoes.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
More information than I wanted to know, but thank you. Appreciated, I guess. So yeah, we're now at the Bloomin' Rose. And yeah, this is quite the place. It's one of the nicer looking places in Kirkwall. The least cursed, surprisingly enough. And I decided to go around and look through everything. We actually come here more than once, a few
Don't you threaten
times.
my boy, you skinny hag. I'll have you sacked. Madam doesn't give a rat's ass about your brat. She pays me a copper every time I kick the little bastard. Quintus, where's my Montsmart white wine?
I have to get it from the cellar.
They fighting already. It's already got sass coming. Already. We just walked into the joint. Come on, man.
Send round some more nuts or something in the meantime.
I've got your
Gamlin!
and waiting for you upstairs. So
Hey!
Many
I thought you had like
thanks,
negative
Madam
monies,
Lucine.
my dude. You can't afford this.
I won't mention this to your mother if
get
you...
outside, you lazy thing. You'll ruin my business.
Oh my gosh. And Sabina's
The
brat.
Blooming Rose. Where people come, then go.
If you have a plan, get to it.
I think you've got enough coin together to get in on the expedition. We ought to go see my brother.
We are not going to see him till we complete every single quest that we possibly can. We need to get in as much trouble as possible before moving on.
I shit you not, Ravani. It was this big.
There's no way. Impossible. I've had hundreds of those in my hands, and they're never that size.
Would I lie about something so critical?
What is wrong with you two? Can't you ever have a conversation that isn't dirty?
We're discussing knives, of course. Well, daggers, technically. I never remember the difference. Why? What did you think we were talking about?
Carver, don't respond. They're doing this on purpose. Just move on. Take the L. Don't make it
By
worse,
all
buddy.
means, lead on.
And this is the wrong room. I'm gonna go back out. Go in the other room. And talk to this Vance.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh, I like him. He reminds me of someone.
I can see why Nanette liked you. You're feisty.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Were you hoping Ninette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Perhaps Emmerich knows something we don't.
Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
You know what? You gotta respect the hustle for this elf. Yathan's just... He's getting that money, man. He's not a poverty elf.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
No.
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
I saw a quest marker, and I thought something was broken. Alright, we have our next lead. We gotta go to Darktown now, which is never a good sign. You never want to have to go to Darktown for anything.
You look like a man I once dueled. He was a little intimidated by my reputation as a vicious pirate, but rose to the challenge.
He looked like me, you say?
It went on all night, under the stars, the waves lapping at our ankles.
On the beach? In the surf? How did you get a proper footing?
We didn't. There was quite a bit of tumbling around, and we were soaked and sore by the time the sun came up.
Did you win?
I managed to get on top in the end, but I considered it a tie.
Isabella, could you please stop harassing Carver?
Something of yours.
I know you like messing with him, but please. I need him focused on the task at hand. Let the boy live.
I think I found something. We're under attack.
See, nothing good ever happened. But I think we found Emmerich. You could help us. We do kind of got it under control, though. But, oh.
We've got company.
Oh, they're gone. Okay. Oh, okay, we found some more. we held them before the backup could come in. Oh, this is ridiculous.
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Ninette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ninette de Carac. I hear she got around. And you were asking about her, so I just assumed.
Preposterous. I was concerned that she was in danger, and that is all. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Merrin. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
Mages routinely flee the Circle. Perhaps Merrin just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked?
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Can I assist your investigation?
It's no longer my investigation, Sirrah. You may take over if you wish. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
And look into that we shall. We got the next part of our lead, and Isabella is angry a little tiny bit because she doesn't want us finding Nanette because she thinks she ran off, I guess, and had a happily ever after. I don't know, man. But we've got a mystery to solve, and solve it we will do.
Oh shit, Ravani. Stop looking at my chest. My eyes are up here.
But the chest hair...
Do you know how much I suffer under your gaze? I am a person, not an object.
Varric?
Just shitting you.
The Ferelden, eh? Athenril said you might help me. Some raider captains are having secret meetings at night in Lowtown. The job's simple. Break up the meeting and kill every one of the bastards.
That's not much to go on.
It's enough to do the job.
Just tell me where they are.
All the details are in this letter. If you manage to eavesdrop on the meeting before you kill them, there'll be extra in it for you. I'll be here.
I honestly don't think this quest relates to anything later down the line. I think it's just there to have an extra quest for money.
I'll let you run your fingers through it if you want.
Your chest hair? My fingers? Oh, Varric, stop. You're making me quiver.
You know you want to.
Oh, I do. I can't resist you. No woman can.
I know. It's a terrible burden.
That's such a weird, just party banter to just be popping up out of the blue. Like, could y'all calm it down? We have things to do.
Good on you, Sirrah Hawke. We friends are indeed friends of yours.
I don't think completing all of these does anything either. Now that I think about it. It's just kind of there.
Hey, who are you?
My, you're jumpy. Look at you, cowering in a corner. What happened to the fearless, dashing raider I used to know?
I'm not a raider anymore, Isabella. I'm just an honest merchant now.
Please, Martin. You wouldn't know honest if I tied you up and spanked you with it.
Isabella's told me all about you, Martin.
Isabella. I thought I told you to be discreet.
That'll be the day.
You've made your point. Now let's get down to business. I need someone to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench. And there's good coin in it to boot.
Why would the raiders want your cargo? Is it valuable?
How should I know why they want it? It's just spices and herbs. Nothing special.
What did the raiders do to you?
They closed in on my ship and forced her into the cliffs. My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
Are the raiders a big problem around here?
They've got some big plan for Kirkwall, or so I've heard. If they're not a problem now, they will be soon.
You used to be a raider. What happened?
Yes, I was a raider. Back then it was just smuggling and petty thievery. It's changed since that madman Ianto took power around here. Extortion, murder, kidnapping. He does it all. It's just not to my taste. I tried to get out, but he didn't like that. This scar on my neck, he gave it to me. Slit my throat and threw me overboard. I tried to start a new life away from this bullshit. And he has his men chase me down and steal my cargo.
Sounds like trouble you made for yourself.
It's your cargo. You look for it.
Those raiders are still looking for me. I'm not going to draw their attention.
I'll take care of it.
You'll need to look around the docks. The crates bear the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority, so you'll know it when you see it.
You're assuming I know what an Orlesian Port Authority seal looks like.
It's fancy. Just like everything Orlesian. I've had it with the raiders, and this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you, and be careful.
So if you don't have Isabella with you when you talk to Martin, when you start this quest, he's a lot more rude and like mean towards you. But since we got Izzy with us, he's a lot more mellowed out because he sees someone he can kind of trust and deal with. So having her there is beneficial. Plus you get bonus points with Isabella as well from bringing her along. I think you can also get some bonus points from Aveline by agreeing to take the quest, because she likes that you're going in to take down the raiders, and Isabella likes that we're going to help her friend. Kind of friend.
You know, Ravena, you promised me you'd tell me how you're shipwrecked.
I was drunk. I thought the reefs around the Wounded Coast were made of candy.
Oh, come on.
And a demon told me to do it. It bet me 60 sovereigns and a bottle of port. You're not the only one here who can bullshit, you know?
Izzy not telling anyone how she crashed her ship or why she crashed her ship is like the most suspicious thing ever. I don't know why she does that. Like, if she just said, it's a storm, and then left it at that, it would be fine. But no, she insists on being like, no, I'm not telling you the truth. What happened? Not at all. It's just like, well, clearly it's something bad, or you would have told us by now.
I'm looking for some cargo.
You're in luck. Cargo all around. Take your pick.
A laborer with a smart mouth. You hardly ever see those.
What do you want?
I'm looking for crates sealed by the Orlesian Port Authority.
Haven't seen any. Sorry.
Talk to the harbour master. I'll bet he's got information about your cargo. He's in his office.
Hey, if you're done wagging your tongue, can we get those sacks off the docks?
Right, come in.
Shipping manifest.
I think I lost it.
Well, then you can't bring your goods in. Viscount's rules, not mine.
Never mind about the manifest. I'd just like to ask about some cargo.
Ugh. Adam, deal with this.
I apologize on Liam's behalf. He is a very, very busy man. I'm Adam, the Harbour Master's assistant. I understand you're looking for Orlesian cargo. I have seen the crates. I can't remember where. Such a shame.
I can't imagine what you mean.
The clink of gold coin often jogs my memory.
Which is, we have like an absurd amount of money right now, so.
Is this enough to help you remember?
Ah, it's coming back to me. The cargo is in Alton Woodrow's warehouse, by the dock. I'm glad we could help each other out.
There's someone coming. Tell the others. This is private property.
There's a fire on the other side of this row. Get help before it spreads.
What?
Don't you hear the screaming? Are you deaf?
I don't hear anything.
Shit! A fire could destroy the loot. We have to check.
But...
Come on!
Not bad, Hawke. Not bad at all.
So you only get the option to tell them there's a fire if you've done the purple options and you're currently purple Hawke, and then you can tell them there's a fire there. And if you have Meryl, she will sandbag you and say, oh, well, there's no fire. What are you talking about? And totally give it away. So it's best not to bring her if you're going to do that. And paying the guard or the dock worker instead of just going and coming back at night and investigating, which is your other option if you refuse to pay him, it's a lot faster, especially since there's a fight with a bunch of Mabari that you have to get through too. So if you have the money, it's just better to throw it at him and be done with it.
Oh, the Black Hand. A blend of 27 toxic plant essences with a healthy dollop of cobra venom for that extra kick. That poison will kill a man in 2 breaths. Can I have it?
I know a certain Antivan Crow. They would also like to have this. But no. Unfortunately, this is not a usable item, Izzy. You must return it for the purpose of quests.
Why is it always about sex with you?
It's not. Sometimes it's about sex with other people.
You see? It comes up every single time we talk.
We're just talking, Carver. If it comes up, that's not my fault.
What? I mean, that's not what I meant. It doesn't. Ugh, I hate you so much.
Can't catch a break. Everyone just dunks on him in the party. Like, every single person. Hopefully, he'll come back in a later game and have some redemption. And these dudes are the ones that went off to look at the fire that you would have had to fight, I guess. I don't know if they're still supposed to be here, but they are.
So simple.
So,
the elves get it.
Well, just leave them to it and move on.
I saw you at the Blooming Rose the other night.
What? No, you didn't.
I suppose someone else stole your chin to romance Faith?
That's unlikely. She wasn't even working.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
Oh, nicely done.
You're just... That's not what I... Oh, shit.
Really, Carver? We need that money. You know we need money, and you're going off spending it at the freaking Bloomin' Rose when we are living in a hovel. We are living in Gammon's house with like 5 people. Come on, dude. You know better.
Guess what I found? Crates filled with enough poison to assassinate every noble in Orlais, and then some.
I knew I should have told you not to look in the crates. Look, there's nothing shady going on here. I got the stuff from a legitimate supplier, and I'm going to sell it through legitimate channels. It's all legitimate.
It's poison. It kills people.
I just sell it. I'm not responsible for what people do with it. So, where is it?
Do you know where Alton Woodrow's warehouse is?
Merchant Woodrow's place. I know it. Thanks for this, friend. You've more than earned your reward. I'm gonna get my goods. You come back once I'm set up, I'll give you a discount.
So the reason I have for giving it to him right away is it makes more sense for him to just have it, so at least you know where the source is coming from in case a problem arises later. But this is actually not the most optimal way to do this. Technically, you should deny giving it to him and then give it to him anyway after that if you want. Press friendship points with Varric and Isabella. Plus, you get more gold and you get more experience for making him bribe you to give him the info of where his stash is. But that's it for Izzy's side quests, and next we're gonna go deal with Athenril some more and see what she has in store for us.